My husband told me that I need to bring a message through. And I'm still kind of just recharging quite a bit. And I'm in a very private space right now. So, catch it live, yay. You don't, that's fine too. And once again, that is a CPAP machine in the background. Because that's my husband's way to breathe at night while I punch him while he snores. Okay. Here it goes. I'm going to bring it as close as I can. This is one of those. I'm going to have to make it a little higher. This is as high as it gets. Oh. See. Yeah, there is that light. I'm in a different space right now, so I titled this Water Dragon Message for the Collective. And it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to go quietly in. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to stare in this direction and hope the screen doesn't go black again. Because it does that a lot when I go deep. Go deep enough. So they said in one, out one, meaning 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot out there. So this is not a dragon from the earth. This is a dragon from its own realm in space. So let us begin. Thank you for letting us speak. We requested this vessel to bring you a message. We are speaking from a place quite far from what you call your planet, your living planet. You call it Earth. We call it the blue pearl. Has a similar light to ours because we also have quite the color of blue tones upon our space, our living planet. We work directly with our living planet, our entity we call our planet. And we do not take from that planet. We work with the planet. We are directly connected to all that lives on this planet in which we live. We are a collective of what you would call dragon-like beings. Many, as you say, camouflage amongst trees, water, plants, sky, earth, ground, earth, ground. It is a peaceful, loving space, hidden to humans. Humans are not yet ready. Humans are still living with war, vengeance, cruelty, self-sabotage, dishonor, distrust. And we watch and send energy of love, compassion, working together despite. Yes, we have dragons that are different to us, but we cohabitate peacefully. We sit in spaces that are side by side. One does not usurp or overpower to control or take from others in any way. We sit side by side with differences, with truths, with wisdom, not just knowledge. This wisdom is understood and loving and patient and understanding with all that's here. We specifically are a water dragon. As a water dragon, we connect the sky, as you call it, to the ground. All that flows freely above to all that flows freely below. And it brings life to all that is the ground. And it feeds all that is above. We're not the only beings, forms of life on this living planet. We do share it with some interesting races of beings that do take over each other, power over each other. And we observe and wonder. And then we, in turn, the water, wash through certain areas, literally the ground or the sky, to purify it with the water, turn into a vapor, just like you do on your earth. Water is cleansing, water is life, water is fluid. We wanted to come forward to speak about unity. Yes, our vessel just took a breath and said, oh boy. We sense there is a question. We were told, this vessel was told, this is a message for maybe a specific or a few specific who are awakened, as you'd call light workers, those that work with light and are struggling slightly or just curious and wonder. But it hasn't left them. This question of how unity can be unity when it is so dark and cruel. We understand. We know there are many ways for this darkness to be present. We, as we just stated, live side by side, as you say, but always nearby and within each one of us. And when we encounter one that is choosing to not see the light within them, even on our living planet, our living being, cohabitation becomes a balance. We must then be patient for them to find their way, to light their own way through the dark, no matter how many times, even this vessel understands, you can place those lights as beacons of hope, as a trail, as you call breadcrumbs. And yet, the individual being receiving those breadcrumbs may not want to take them. Or group, or collective, however it is you're seeking your answer. And whomever is trying to find this frequency, good luck. We are not allowing anything to come through because the vessel has more than you realize protecting her space. And this space is not to be interfered with, so please move on, friend. This will not serve you well. That was not to the individual asking the question. This was to another entity coming from there. You may not see, and that's fine. They have now moved on. Back to the message. We contacted this vessel's guardian and asked permission. And this vessel agreed to allow for this vessel to be channeled through, you'd call a medium. And this is now what we're trying to do. Because to bridge between what is considered sacred and that is made of all that is what we call the Almighty, the Omnipotent One. You call it Source, you call it Gosh, you call it Spirit. We call it home. And a connection from home and a bridge to be built with that rejects home profoundly. It's very difficult to watch. So we are here to build that bridge. And we have made this space of wonder. And allow for the awe and the joy and the peace and serenity. You call it a rainbow bridge. A lovely cryon of magnetic collective, which we worked many times with and still do. Builds a rainbow bridge, and that bridge is exquisitely correct. You combine all the colors in the spectrum, as you call it, into one white light or clear light, but a light so bold it suddenly becomes golden. And if we can find, as individuals, ourselves, beings on our planet or being, living being, and still cohabitate with those around that do not see how we see, understand, nor want to. It's patience. You call it temperance. Good word for it. Temperance is lovely. Temperance is a wondrous word. Tolerance is not the word you're looking for. Acceptance and temperance is what you're asking for. We're asking for you to observe. And if you are not comfortable and it does not match your frequency of energy, that other individual, do not feel like you are not being compassionate. You are. Just by observing the other. And the other is not an other, it's a mirror to you. And every entity is just a part of the whole, as this vessel aptly speaks. One with all, that is. That is the collective. All, which is the collective, with the one, the omnipotent one, source, spirit. Gosh. And one with the one. That is your individual spark with the one that is all omnipotent, source, creator, universe, itself, spirit. And that combination of three is the foundation to that bridge we are creating today. We are actively encoding in these gaps of silence. Love and compassion, temperance and patience, peace and serenity in the face of all that can destroy that peace and serenity, love and compassion. We understand. We're just giving you more love and support. There is a holiday season you call coming for multiple faiths, for about four. 3 or 4 collectives. Yes, 3 or 4 collectives. And each one has an element of candles and family and coming together and uniting. And if you do not want to go to those relatives' biological DNA families, don't. Do not feel bad that you've chosen not to. Go if you choose. Do not go if you choose as well. There is no in between this time. And there is no guilt either. Find a better way when the dust has settled. All that has been swept under has now been uprooted. And when all that dust now settles, it may take some time and human linear time to settle. And we know this. That's why we are sending serenity in between the pauses. We love you. We understand. All will be revealed, as you say, in divine timing. And all is love. Work from love, be love, embody love. If that means not being around those who cause you your heart to hurt and your soul to cry. Why? In anger and pain and confusion. Then do not surround yourself with them at this present moment or the present moments to come in your few weeks to come ahead, nor in the beginning of your January, as you say. Excuse us. She has an itch. Find your serenity. This vessel has, and is holding space in exactly the way we are speaking to you now. This is why vessel is not upset, nor too concerned with the outcomes of certain elections, nor for certain choices of certain beings. Because what's to come will benefit, especially those who choose not to be aware and awakened to the light that they are, and that they are all parts of Source. That is the one with the all, and the all with the one. And when they realize that, they will know how to, what to, and when they will come back to you, if they do. And they may not say sorry or we made a mistake, but they will say, you know, life's funny that way. Like this vessel had a very tender moment, which we will not go into detail because we are not allowed to speak of her personal life. But let's just say the line was, how could you? Not going to fill that blank. Or did you know, was her very coy way of asking. Was that you? Was her coy way of asking. To this individual in her life that caused trauma that we are not speaking of. You just felt the energy. Whoever did just changed, did it not? So sorry for the pain that you're feeling, but this is just a tiny bit of what this vessel felt. And when they confronted this person and they said, it's funny, we can laugh about things now, isn't it? Was their response to their masterminding of the multiple detrimental, toxic, abusive behaviors. And when we say multiple, we mean multiple. This is what makes this vessel so strong, and why this individual can now hold us. We are an elder, as she calls, of our living being or planet. And we love you all, and we observe you from a very far distance. Very far distance. You're still in your universe, yes. In this one universe you call Source and Spirit, yes. But we are not close enough to be seen with your night sky. No. But we do lovingly watch you, and we do see you. So as our vessel was showing you in that little moment, they will present themselves in ways that you may not like the answer. Often, this vessel says, you may get a package for what you have been asking for from the universe, from Source, from Spirit. But guess what? You may not like the package. Many, many times, if not almost all the time, this vessel received it that way. But still, continued forward, and still is continuing now while she is in a very deep space of contemplation. So we thank her for allowing us to come through, considering she's not in the mood to speak to anyone. No. She's making an exception this weekend on Saturday. Other than that, no, she's not. And that's what we're saying. If you can, do as this vessel's doing, this woman that we're coming through. She gave allowance and gave her boundaries. Boundaries are not set. They're just temporary spaces. So you can reflect a little more inwardly, consciously, quietly, peacefully, with a more serene space. And we are not asking for much. We are asking for you to do the same. Forget your human social mores and norms. and societal do's and don'ts. None of that applies. None of that applies. No. Find the love within yourself. We are sending you the colors of the violet flame of healing, despite being a blue, white, water dragon. And we flow in the most serene of frequencies. You can burn us, we turn to a gas. We recollect, we come back down, we turn back into a solid. We're ever present. Isn't that wonderful? That is why water is life. Life is in constant state of renewal. It doesn't end, and it never truly begins. It just continues and continues and continues. We want you to remember that when you look at those around you that are your mirror image and don't agree with you or your beliefs or how you live or what you are, what your choices have been. Because this season of family and love and connection and friends, yes, even friends you thought were of the same mind and heart, may not be. Or we're too stubborn. And guess what? You can let them go too. They will come to you. Excuse, her voice is getting dry. They will come to you, and when they come to you, be kind to yourself. And if it is a possible moment that you are not comfortable enough to speak, then do not, and say thank you for coming. We will listen, but we will not speak. That is respectful enough that I can. Do for you, for the fact that we are no longer on the same page. We say frequency, you say page. And that's okay. And all you have to do is observe and listen. And that's all we ask. So if you do not want to visit, do not. If you do not want to hear, do not. But the bridge never gets burnt. It just recreates itself. It may turn into a gas, but it can come back down again as a solid. And do not forget, water becomes ice. And ice is plentiful and rejuvenating and alive, as much as it is water flowing when it is cool and warm. Remember, you alone can decide, and now it is your time to create. So create masterful, gorgeous things that have not been created. Dream big, and then dream bigger beyond, and then add this sentence. What have I not asked, and what I cannot see, and what is unexpected, that is grander and more profoundly prosperous for all and myself. May that be too, Source. Add that kind of connotation of a sentence and intention in all that you create now, and wait and see, for the compensation will come full circle back to you. And when it does, that foundation you've created is grander, more beautiful, more solid, and will begin to create much more than you've ever even imagined. Yes, this message has been repeated many times, but now listen to what it's saying. Now is the time to manifest it. Without shame, without feeling conceited, without arrogance. That's none of those things. It's your time. Light workers, energy healers, meditators, teachers, guides, intuitives, and all those in between. Yes, you too, Wiccans. We hear you, we feel you, we love you. We want you all to unite under the banner of love, despite your differences, including mediums, yes. Everyone, those that work with the dark and the light, as you call it, yes, you too. We called you too, shadow workers. We love you. You are our balance. We honor you equally. We need you all to come together as often as you can, even though it is a hard time. Remember it. Come together. Do not listen to what is said. Listen to the effect it will have when you create from the heart an intention of joy, of love, of unity. And when that comes together, excuse us, she has gas. When that energy comes together, all your beautiful colors and hues, that's why you're called humans, all your hues of essence of your soul, your essence, the soul spark that comes from spirit, from source itself, from the universe in which it created you, come together in this exquisite tapestry of light and colors, this prism of all different kinds of hues come together and they unite into that white light that you all become when you come together. And then you become golden. And that gold, it's not gold as you wear as a ring, no, it's a light. And that light is so blinding. The balance will once again, it hasn't left, but once again reinforce itself and get even stronger. So that which chooses to avoid the light and walk away from the light that is within them, that they are the lights, will know that they have nowhere to hide and will have to face themselves, because the light will be so profoundly, so wonderfully, so powerfully apparent, present, and illuminated. The illusion no longer has a chance to be seen, but only that is considered truth. And that dark image will shed slowly. And that's where you as a light worker come in and allow them and hold their space peacefully. I think we've said what we need to say. We hope it's understood. And if you feel there have been messages embedded through all this, yes. Yes, we have. Quite a few. And if you picked up on them, fantastic. If you haven't, fantastic. Eventually, when your energy is ready for it, it will. And when it does, let us know energetically, because we will feel the love in return. And we want to say, we love you. We are watching you. We are part of the collective of energies of light and love and compassion that is sending healing from all over this universe that you call source and spirit. And we will continue to send this love constantly, because you are us and we are you, and we love you. Remember that. So to that individual or individuals or group or collective that asked for this, we hope this reaches you well. And if it does, out of curiosity, this vessel thing, just leave an emoji, a heart, a mess. You don't have to reveal yourself. This vessel will know, because we realize how secretive it is for that individual, and we do not interfere with privacy. We honor it. We thank you. We love you. We are always here for you. So if you'd like to speak to us dragons, and if you're saying, are you the portal dragons, protective portal dragons like this vessel calls? Oh yes, we are. It's just where we go to rest, where you're never going to find us, which is fine. But if you go in your dreams, you will. But not in your human form. Nor will the human form ever detect us either. No. But that's okay. Even in your most advanced, you won't. But know we are with you, and we love you, and you are us, and we are you. And we are always here for you. If you want help and answers, we'll send it, and you will receive it. In your own time, in your own way. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. If you're kind to others, no matter what their beliefs and how cruel and unkind they are, you're giving yourself love in return, because that is a mirror of yourself. Yes, that is a loaded statement with multiple codes. So thank you for that, for listening. We're going to leave this vessel. Her throat is very dry and very scratchy. And we're going to say thank you to this vessel for allowing us to come through, and to welcome back her protection, even though it's been here the whole time. And we thank you for listening. And we hope this has reached you well. Namaste. Holy buggers. 37 minutes? Okay, I just woke up. Yeah, I'm on a personal hiatus. I am not in the mood to talk to anyone except for Saturday. Hello, ladies. Amazing. Confirms my 25. It was much. Okay. Oh. Okay, that makes sense now. Thank you. Uh-huh. I had a feeling, because it was quizzical the way they worded it. Because right now the avian's around the room. And by the way, my avian's floating over you guys, just saying hi. You can look up and you can see my bird. Wow. Wow. Confirmation. Pick a pile of as much about leaving toxic negative folk behind, empowering themselves and awaken. Yeah. 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 I kind of felt that. Yeah. 100% feel that now. Whew. All right. Coffee. I don't do coffee often, but my gosh, that one was fun. Whew. That's a doozy. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm. If anyone remembers, when I did another live, the lighting went out last time. It's the same exact timing. It's like it's 8 o'clock at night now. This is exactly the lighting I had outside, and the phone just went black. So now it's not going black. It's kind of cool. So yeah, that's how powerful this was. They're lovely, these dragons. All I can say is, wow. Wow. Wow, are they fun to talk to. So yeah, I hope that worked. Whoever else needs it, I hope that gives an answer. That was just really peaceful and serene. My goodness. Whew, my dragon was very happy. You think it's water, but it looks like water, but it's really plasma. Yeah, this is a triple shot of coffee. All right. Thank you for whoever's going to watch this. I hope this meets you well. I hope it gives you hope. I hope it gives answers. I hope it gives some clarity. And when the holidays come, I get it. So, yeah, do what's best for you. However else you need to cope and do and be, and just go through it that way. Because otherwise, honestly, you're not going to make sense of their choices. You're not going to make sense of anything what people do because that's their choice. And it's kind of what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm in a quiet space. So on that note, I want to say thank you for watching. And yeah, that was cool. And from me and my collective of beings, specific beings, because that wasn't one of mine, I'll tell you that much. Every other time is kind of mine. Definitely not one of mine, but a gorgeous being. So, thank you from me. Namaste, heart and mind. And take a deep breath, guys, because this will be okay. Make your own reality, I do agree with. That I'm always like on the side, I was listening. But make your own reality, yes, please. Please make your own reality, because otherwise it's not going to make sense. Just create your own and then it makes more sense. So on that note, thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. And hang in there. It'll get better, promise. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for me. And again, namaste from the third eye to the heart. Namaste. And yes, it's a pyramid. If you look really, I'm creating a pyramid. Isn't that awesome? That's what they make me do every time. So thank you guys. Bye.